what's interesting about it is, we'll watch this offspring grow, and as they mature and become old enough for breeding, if they're still a candidate, assuming that they are, they're not all going to need to be bred the same way. And some dogs are going to need to be bred a certain way. And in doing that, you're going to fall behind on something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what I did in this situation,
trade-offs.
You're trading things off. Like this dog has a great head, but it's too small. So you got to get some size. Well, in order to do that, you're going to lose some head, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a back and forth thing. I say this to be realistic. Anybody that says, "Oh, I want one of these. I want to do this." Well, do you really?
Right. Right.
Because I'm going to tell you what to breed it to, and you're going to have to listen to me. And
it will be an adventure.
And you may not get the results you want right away. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it. You know what I mean? And I know that feeling because I've had to do it. I'm doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult. For me, it's easy because I'm so inspired by it, and Joe is too. And we're so excited about it, and we're not worried about it. It's because we're just enjoying the process.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody wants in on this and is expecting like instant gratification, it's probably not what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah. And you're gonna lose money. You're not gonna make a bunch of money. You're gonna lose money.
Yeah.
Maybe someday, we're getting there, right? But don't expect to cash in because it don't work that way. It's
we're used to breeds that never make money anyways, Chad.
Yeah.
It can be that way.
People are.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's another thing, the money thing, you got to make some so you can keep going,
Right.
But people that know me, this is never an issue. But people that don't know me, there's people just have their perspective, they see that concept and they might come to, oh, Chad must be this guy that's just trying to make $1. Well, I wish I could because I'm not. I'm working my ass off. I'm just a UPS guy. I work full time,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like any extra money I have, I just dump into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, you make a little bit of a turnaround. I'll sell some bully puppies or something, or maybe get a stud service or whatever, and you find a way to survive. But it hasn't been. I'm Maybe if I was a better businessman or something, I don't know. But I'm more about the passion, the art of it, like we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
In order to accomplish the dog, we have to keep the heart of it first.
Mm-hmm.
And foremost. The idea that the basis of the breedings so that we can get it right, or as best as right as we can. But Chad, you should say, so far, especially at least with this litter, we're surprised from what we expect to see is kind of what we are seeing. So we know we're doing some things pretty right.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get like crazy surprises. The predictions have been pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
They really have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes us feel good because whenever, like when we were doing this, I was like, is this not going to work? Is this going to be like one of those things where it's just a goddamn waste of time?
Some other people didn't think it would ever work at all.
Mm-hmm.
I should mention this too. There have been other people, since I've came out with this concept that have attempted some things, and they've done some things that I would never do, and that's okay. People are free to do that, but I was not impressed with the results.
It's just won't be. Read what you want. We're not going to call it Mollosso, Presa, Mayo.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly right. And I would also say, there's been some videos that have come out over the years of different that have nothing to do with me. They're connected to me. Like they're always. There's a video of a dog that I think it originated in China. It came out about 6 months after I came out with the concept, and it kind of has. What do we got going on outside? Joe's going to take care of some dogs outside.
Okay.
There's some aggressive barking going on. Anyways, hold on a second. We got a little bit of chaos here. You go in your kennel. Get on in there. There was a video that came out that there's a dog in it. The video lasts 5 seconds tops, and it's a brindle dog with a big spike collar, and it kind of looks like the concept. I have nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with me. People have all these ideas. If it's real or not, all I have to say about it is we've never seen it again. That came out years ago, and I don't see any more videos. I don't see any. So very suspicious of that. It has nothing to do with me besides the fact that it was connected to my concept. But I didn't make the video. I didn't do it. And yeah, that's all. I have my thoughts on what it is, but it doesn't matter because it's not me. It has nothing to do with me at all. So, people have said, "Oh, it's real. It's there. It is. Look at it," and it's not. It's not real. This is not a real thing. This is a project. So, don't be fooled by. If you don't see me posting it, then be suspicious. That's what I would say about that. And I'm pretty good about getting back to people. I get a lot of messages, but I'll usually get back to people. Sometimes if someone says, I want to press a Mayo, how much, I might ignore that kind of a conversation just because that it's just such a common, like, I might just move on. But if someone has a real question, I'll probably respond. I do my best to do it.
You talk about the American bullies. Are you gonna keep going with those as well?
That's a good question. So, to be honest, where I'm at now is, I'm going to keep something out of. I got 12 puppies sitting over here for this project, so I'll be keeping a couple of them. And I don't have a bunch of property. I don't have a big, huge kennel setup or anything. So, I definitely I'll be moving some dogs here, one way or another, and it might be pretty soon where I don't have any bullies anymore. I'll always have my hands in the pot. I co-own some dogs right now. I'll still facilitate some breedings and take a pup here and there, and because I love the breed, and I I feel like I've done a pretty good job with it. Improvements to be made always for sure, but I'm one of my dogs at a dog show. It's going to hold a good top line. It's going to have a good rear end. It's going to be built well, and it's still a bully dog. There's bullier dogs out there for sure, but I'm all about balance. So I would rather get to the end game slower and just instead of trying to hit on one dog and one litter. You know what I mean? I'm more about getting consistent results and building off that and improving over the generations. But as far as me moving forward with the bullies, I'll have my hands in the pot, but I might not even have a bully here for much longer. I mean, I could see in the next 6 months that I don't even have a bully that's living here right now, just simply because of room.
Right.
The bully community is, for the most part, really supportive.
Right.
But here's the interesting thing about that, and I'm not saying this to smash the enthusiasm, but I think a lot of people in the bully community don't understand what we're trying to do here. I think they see like a big thick pocket bull terrier looking thing, and their heads in the bully community, the mindset is in a certain place, right? XL standard and XLs and standards and micros and pockets and all, right, and all this stuff. And I have no desire to push this thing in that direction at all. One of the big reasons I want this dog to be big is, for one thing, a large dog is an impressive thing, right? You have to look at it right away just because of the size. But the other thing is, just simply because of how big I'm trying to make them, it can never be like the American Bully.